Was it hard, the process, like, to relocating to Estonia?
Yeah, actually it was quite easy because I applied for startup visa, and then my company was already formed in Estonia, and then there was some transaction already, and then got accepted, and then after that everything was quite simple, and then that's why I chose Estonia, because
Cagatay, happy to see you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
How are you? How do you feel?
I'm good. Yeah.
You're not nervous? You feel comfortable?
Yeah. Actually, I don't really like to talk about myself. Like, this probably will be the first time.
This is the moment when you will do that.
Yeah.
So, then, since you said that you don't like to talk about yourself, let's start with it.
Hi, people.
Could you a bit tell me, like, who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here? Shortly before I will start asking you more detailed about everything.
So I can give quick introduction about myself. So my name is Cagatay, and I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm living in Estonia almost 2 years. And before, I was living in Thailand, India, and I went back Turkey again. And then I have a wife and I have a daughter. She's 5 years old. So we came to Estonia to have a little bit different experience. We never had chance to live in Europe. So that's all about a little bit introduction about myself.
Okay, so now you are living here, and your whole journey is in Estonia. Your wife, you met in Turkey as well, or in Estonia maybe?
So I moved to Thailand in 2013, and my wife was living in Bangkok as well.
Okay.
So we met in Bangkok, and then we lived there almost 4 years together. Then she's from India. There's a place called Nagaland.
Okay.
It's a small state in the northeast of India. So after we got married, we moved there, and then we continued to live there. And then after that, when our daughter born, we moved back to Istanbul, because it was good for us to spend some time with my family, and that my daughter Liana was their first grandchild. And then things again changed, and then we wanted to explore and spend some time in Europe, and
So you decided to move to Estonia then?
There were a few options, but we found Estonia quite easy to settle in, and then I had already company with e-residency.
Okay.
And then my brother lives in Finland for a long time, so I know how the lifestyle is then compared to other European countries. I thought it's going to be easy to relocate. Yeah.
So you said basically you applied for e-residency here, and I believe she as well.
Actually, I had my e-residency company since 2019, and then I came here with the startup visa.
Mm-hmm.
That project was still related to restaurants. We are helping them to receive orders without paying any commission.
Okay.
Their customers can order through their app or their website, but most of the customers are in Germany. We have little less than 100 customers there. And then, but I'm not spending much time on that, but I just delegate the work, and then my partners, and then some stuff handling that. I have different projects in my hand as well. So,
Okay. So, was it hard, the process, like, to relocating to Estonia?
Actually it was quite easy because I applied for startup visa, and then my company was already formed in Estonia, and then there was some transaction already, and then got accepted, and then after that everything was quite simple, and then that's why I chose Estonia, because I don't like paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot handle any paperwork. It gives me a lot of stress. Right. Estonia, in that sense, it gives me a lot of peaceful mind, that I don't have to worry about those waiting times or anything related to paperwork.
It's a definitely very digital country. Everything is optimized and smooth without the queues.
Compared to the countries which I lived earlier, Thailand, India, and Turkey, it's Turkey is still better than both of them, but Estonia is just quite easy for the people.
Mm-hmm.
This is my 5th country probably, and then relocating in the similar processes. Here it was just quite simple.
you try to live in multiple countries, and I mean they're quite different between each other. So Turkey, Estonia, Thailand. It's I mean 3 different worlds, I would say.
Yeah.
Which mentality is the best for you? I mean, not the best, but which you understand more in terms of like business because you're an entrepreneur. Because, for example, I'm originally Latvian. I was living in Malta for a long time. Mentality of work there. This is the thing, it's hard to understand for me. So I found that in Estonia, I feel way more comfortable with people here in terms of work. For example, something else I like in Estonia. I've been in Turkey as well. I like a lot of stuff there. Never been in Thailand. That's a problem for now. But something what you like in terms of mentality in each country where you eat. And let's say those 3 countries, just one thing.
Yeah, I mean, like Thailand is very laid back, and then of course, every time I would like to live in Thailand. But when you're in Thailand, because of the geographical reasons, and also it's far, and then that's a different market. So you have to be focused on that area. You cannot. I was not really able to do much things with European companies or European businesses. Most of the further I was going is Dubai or in that kind of countries. Because of the time differences as well. Yeah, Thailand is always a place for me to go and then relax. And also I had a chance to actually live there before I come to Estonia, but I thought that, yeah, it's too early to retire because Thailand is kind of retirement kind of vibe, you know?
Okay.
And all of my businesses I can handle remotely. So for me, it's like I don't have to spend much time on computer, or I don't sit and work all the day.
Right.
So I thought, okay, I can do something a little bit more, how to say, I can take it a little bit more hard way and do something for myself, even for my daughter or my family. And then I took that challenge kind of thing that I can start different businesses in Estonia. I gave myself like 15, 20 years until I'm 55 maybe.
And how old are you now?
I'm 37.
37.
Yeah.
You still have time.
So that was my kind of back plan. Like, okay, I can still go to Thailand, but in the kind of retirement plan. So I felt like, okay, let's try another challenge. Because like for me, I like challenges, and then that keeps me alive. And then I always put myself in that kind of challenging situations to make it like also prove myself to myself that we are still capable of doing it. So Estonia was kind of that one of the things I made. Yeah, but it's not that challenging. As I'm coming to the question, like I lived in India where my wife's from. That's a quite challenging place for a foreigner. There's not much foreigners there, and then you can say that underdeveloped place.
Right.
And quite far from the big cities. So when we moved there, and then we took over a drinking water factory with my wife. And then, for 3 years, I was trying to make everything stabilized, making profitable. And I automatized the business, so I don't have to be there anymore. So I made everything proper, even the software or all those things. You think that there was nothing when I reached there. Even they were taking notes by paper and giving me profit and loss reports of 3 months earlier on the paper. So that was my challenge in India. So I learned a lot. It was hard, but it was good for me. I'm still getting the benefits of those things that I learned in India. So when I come to Estonia, is like what I like about Estonia and this kind of countries, like everything is transparent, everything is there. You don't have to really seek for information. You can just find out whatever you are looking for. Then you don't need to stress all those things, which is uncertain. You know, I don't really like uncertainty. That's why it gives me a lot of peace, inner peace. Working in Estonia, living in here, safety, peacefulness, everything.
Exactly.
I can say that everything is cool here.
So living in Estonia and working here, what are you doing here now? What's your main journey in terms of business?
So few businesses, but I will just start from the recent one. So another challenge I took, and then I have partners here. We started this place called Fraqmented. It's a community hub in Old Town of Tallinn. And then we are trying to create a community here where entrepreneurs and co-founders of the companies from Estonia or from other countries come here and then work and then have a network and then get some help, meet other people, create partnerships. Because like the reason I was keen to start this kind of business, like with last year when I came to Estonia, since all of my business are remote, I was kind of having trouble with mingling with other people, and I didn't have much friends. And then that was also a little bit of last winter was quite harsh and there was a lot of snow. And I live in Pirita, it's very far from city center. So then that was my problem. Like not much interaction with people, not even friends. We didn't have.
Yeah.
So last year, this summer, I started joining co-working meetings in Fotografiska where Alistair and Laura was doing. So there I realized that like, okay, communication and then like meeting new people and then telling about yourself, it can kind of boost your feeling and then boost your like basically everything. It affects your family life or your business life. Then it kind of changed my life, that the way that my perception into how is the life in Tallinn. Then it boosted my productivity. I took different challenges. I started different businesses. I had different partnerships. And when I had all those feelings, I started to talk with Alistair. Okay, you guys.
So Alistair, your business partner.
Alistair is my business partner, and then I have another business partner here, Marcus. So three of us are in this business. And then I told him like, why we are not doing it in a proper way, the stable place. Why we are not just bringing people into a co-working or community hub. So that's why we started here. And just like we opened it up like 3 weeks before. And then it's nice. We're going to have events here. We're going to have co-working spaces we already have. And then we're going to have fixed desks options. And plus what we are trying to do here, like we are really try boost diversity here. Mm-hmm. Not about only the people, but about the business sectors. Like we want to bring different big business sectors together, like even government, education, it might be hospitality sector, then like a private sector in another aspects. So we want to bring the different people in the same place, and maybe they will get more interaction with each other, and then they will open up different doors. Mm-hmm. So this is all the idea of creating this community hub. So this is the latest business.
This is where we are now.
Yeah, this is where we are.
And actually, thank you for the place for recording this episode. So building community, helping people to let them meet each other and support each other in the business, in different business sectors. It's definitely a good thing. For you, I mean, you're the founder here, and of course, this place, it requires investments, it requires always financial support. You need furniture, etc., anything, bills. But at the same time, you have other businesses.
Yeah.
So fraqmented, it's a place. It's one of the businesses, or it's something for your heart. Like you just wanted to do something, and of course. Don't get me wrong, like everyone understand that whatever you build, if you can make profit out of it, it should be there. Mm-hmm. But the idea in general, you feel like it's something like, it's your baby and you did it for your soul, or it's business? Yeah,
of course, business. Yeah, business is always business. But like the reason I also tell my partners in the beginning, the changes I got in my life after I joined the co-working meetings on Friday, it was like it changed my life, and then all the things what I had in Tallinn in my mind. So when I see that probably there's a lot of people seeing this kind of problems and challenges, then all of my business, it's always online. Since like I first started was in 2014, and then all of my businesses, I made it like remote, automatic, and then I don't have to work all the time.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
And it's
so that's kind of my thing, that I'm really good at it. So I'm doing that way. Maybe I'm not getting 100% profit all of them, but just I have a lot of free time. That's my goal. I can spend time with my family and all those things. So, but I never had chance to touch people and then be beneficial for community or poor people. And then when I see that, when I was talking with people, when I'm talking about my experiences, they really get something out of the things I tell. Then I thought like, okay, yeah, that might be something that I can do as well. Like, it's not like changing someone's life, but even small touches you can do and then make big changes in their life. So that's my goal, aim here, to be able to really talk with a lot of people and then share my experiences and learn from their experiences, because not everyone knows everything and not everyone is expert of everything. So everyone can teach someone something. So that's what we are trying to create here.
So you are part of your own community, and you as well meet people and help yourself and help others like they are. Yeah. So you're not just like, a founder of business. You're part of the whole mechanism.
Exactly. So that's a place for us as well.
Exactly. So you have wife, you have beautiful children, and a lot of businesses. Mm-hmm. How's your wife reacts on that? That's you're constantly doing something like, is there a question at home sometimes, maybe after 8 p.m. when she's like, where's my husband? Maybe it's time to start working.
Yeah. Actually, like I'm not, as I mentioned, like I'm not really working a lot.
You still have to, think about what you're doing. And
maybe this is the longest I'm working for a long time. So.
Okay. Okay, I see.
But like, of course, when I was starting doing different businesses, maybe she was questioning in the beginning, but after that she said she saw the potential and she saw the capabilities I can things that I can do. Then she's not questioning anymore. And then, of course, it's bringing a lot of different things to even talk, discuss, like she's also from her family. They are also business oriented, very, her father and her mother, they are from a place called Naga in India, I mentioned. Their family is business oriented. So they are used to this kind of things, to doing different things as well. So it's not much a problem. Then actually it's a good thing for us to keep us busy all the time, because otherwise I'm automatizing everything, then there's not much thing to do.
Okay. So basically, as there's a good phrase, your result or your best argument, and I believe your wife saw the results and now there's no questions.
Yeah.
And you also have daughter. Yeah. So of course, I'm sure there is no questions from her end yet, at least.
Yeah.
But so I'm sure as a man and entrepreneur who's running multiple businesses at the same time, you're kind of a man who is always thinking a couple of steps ahead, right?
Yeah.
So what would you like to? I mean, you have all this, and how do you see your daughter when she grow up in all what you are building? Do you want her to be entrepreneur as you and keep like running your businesses, or what if you will build all this and she will come one day and tell you that I want to be a singer?
Yeah, I didn't think about it much, because like
it's time to do that.
Yeah. The thing is, like her name is Liana, and she's like 5 years old. She turned 6, and then like with the journey we had, she had the chance to travel a lot. So I think she traveled like 12, 13 countries in 5 years. So she has a lot of experiences even just now. And then you can see the way she speaks with older people, and then like the questions she asks. So I don't have much plan about what she will do, or just what she's gonna, if she's gonna continue. I mean, I don't have much that kind of expectation.
Okay, but you're a type of parent who will basically kind of try to tell her where to go and what to do in terms of future job.
Not that kind of person.
So she basically choose whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants, probably, yeah.
Okay. So any other new potential businesses you are planning, or you feel that it's enough?
So one I'm doing, like one of my main business in Estonia, I'm producing industrial components to European companies from China. Most of them like plastic parts, metal parts, electronical parts, electrical circuits, and anything that you can make some electronical manufacturing. And that's I'm spending most of my time. And also another project I took like almost 6 months ago. I had a partnership. I'm having a partnership with a Norwegian company, Heisenbook. They are manufacturing check-in and check-out kiosks for the hotels.
Okay.
So next week I'll be in Berlin in ITB exhibition. So we'll have a booth there and we'll showcase our products. Since I have background of hospitality, I wanted to take another challenge and help them, and they are helping me as well. So we are doing it together. So it's just like these 3-4 things in the same time.
But by everything you're saying, I can't imagine that also that you said, I'm not actually working much. Everything is around it.
Because of fragmented, I started to do more work because this is a physical thing. The other one is you just send email, you just talk on the phone.
But seems like you're sending like a good amount of email per day.
Well, no, not much. No,
okay,
not much. I'm trying to minimize it.
Okay, so and now also since you have something where you have to be physically,
this is more challenging. Yeah.
Exactly. By tradition, we always have a question which I'm asking every guest, and I would like to hear a short answer, which is very on point.
Okay.
Why are you doing all this?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's just like a challenge. I like to take the challenge. Because a challenge makes me feel alive. Because I had time period of because since I automatized all the businesses, I was just waking up and then watching TV, doing whatever I want. But in the end, I already reached the goals which I set earlier. So I have to set new goals to make myself being satisfied by my own presence,
Right.
So this is the thing, I think, like I'm not seeking some kind of fortune or something like that, but this is just like keeps me going. That's why I like to do it. That's why, probably.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.